Try to visualize where you see yourself now in the next couple of months, next year, next couple of years, and long term. It may not go the way you planned it, which is totally fine, but it will help and direct you to show you what doesn't work, what works. But it's important for us to be able to at least visualize short term and long term. Then we can make a plan accordingly. Are you in a relationship?
I have to be responsible for my own happiness, my own career. You know, I'm blessed with amazing people around me. So what motivates you the most?
I just want to be able to look back at my life when it's my last day or last moment and just be proud of what I did with myself and with my life, with my time. What did I do with the life that was given to me? What do you love the most when you interview people on your podcast?
Knowledge. I got a lot of knowledge from you now. Like, these things are very inspiring to me. Like this, we talk two big minds talking. And this is the idea of Aftershower podcast.
Oh, my parents are incredible. There used to be a line in our house where my dad would just pay for people's bills and bring and make visas for them in Qatar. And they were just so generous. What would you advise someone coming, they've never been to Dubai before, they don't really have that much money to work with, and they heard that Dubai is super expensive. Where
you
you
need
live,
to use what you have, where you are, do what you can. You'll find your way, you know?
You'll find your way.
If you're doing your best every day and then you move to Dubai and you start doing your best every day, you will do great. Dubai is the city of opportunities. I don't speak about I skipped this one.
I see, I knew it.
I skipped this one. I
Didn't
keep it
wanna
for
know.
later. Ahlan wa sahlan, Aftershower podcast. Today we have Dina. She's a very unique guest. I'll let her introduce herself.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Really, thank you.
Thanks for being here. You know, I'm happy to be with you. So Dina, actually, she is. You say about yourself better.
All right. Well, my name is Dina. I've been in Dubai for about 17 years now. I'm originally Palestinian. Yeah.
Wow. First Palestinian we have an Aftershower
yeah.
podcast.
Oh,
Wow.
thank you.
How long you are in Dubai?
17 years.
17 years in
Yes,
Dubai. That's
I
actually also a
know.
unique number.
It is. It is a while now. It's my home now. I love it. I love it here.
17 years in Dubai.
Yes, yes.
Where you
yes.
was before Dubai?
So I grew up in America, in Orlando, Florida, then moved to Qatar about 11 years old, and then moved back to the States when I was 17, and then came here when I was 23. So calculate the numbers.
So
you
your
know
passport is
my
American,
age.
American, right?
American passport, yeah.
American passport. And
Yeah.
you choose to be in Dubai now because you like it more than America.
Yeah, my parents were living here and they kept sending me videos. They were living on the Palm. And I was like, oh my God, this looks epic. I need to get out of here for a change, you know?
So you love Dubai more than America?
Oh yeah, I love it here.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. This is my home. I want to be here. I love it. I love
So if you
it.
would choose a place to stay in, you choose Dubai.
I choose here.
Dubai is beautiful, guys.
Yes, it's safe, it's clean, the people are amazing. You have so many places to go. You know, we live on the beach. It's just so relaxing. So it's everything.
What's better here than Miami, let's say?
I mean,
you live in the Palm here. There's Palm in Miami too.
Yeah, well, I didn't live in Miami. Orlando, it is a couple of hours away. I mean, every place has their own, you know,
What
way.
do you love in Dubai?
I love that it's safe.
Yeah.
It's clean. Everything is available literally 2 minutes away. Because I love being at home. I'll be honest with you. I'm not much of a person that goes out much, you know, just love being at home, cozied up. So you just order whatever you want. Everything is close by. But if you want to go to the city life, it's like 10 minutes away. You want to go to the beach, it's right there. It's just everything is readily available. And there's so much opportunity
Dubai,
to grow as well. And I just love the diversity of people.
Yeah.
I love it.
People here are amazing.
Yes. And in Orlando.
So you are all here in Dubai.
All in
Aftershower
Dubai.
podcast in Dubai.
Exactly.
We're all in Dubai. Yeah.
I've met people come from countries I've never heard of. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
only
this
in
is
Dubai.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
Like still in US, you'll find more people like same.
Yes.
Even if they are
a lot
different.
of Latin people. You know, there's a lot of Arabs as well and stuff. But here's just so
But here's so different.
Yes.
And everyone's running and
you learn so much
something.
being around different cultures, different people coming from different backgrounds. And I love that.
So what have you been doing for the last 17 years in Dubai?
Well, originally I was working with my dad with medical technologies. I really didn't know what to do with my life.
Technology.
I was very confused. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. But when I was 21, I had gained a lot of weight within 1 year. And I lost 40 kg, almost 38 kg.
40 kg.
Yeah, or 38.
So big.
Yeah, I was much bigger than my original size that I always was growing up.
Wow.
And I was 21 and everyone was like, Dina, how'd you do it? How'd you do it?
Yeah.
So I was so passionate about helping people. I'm like, come to me with at the gym. Let me put you on a food plan. Let me show you what I've learned. And back then we did not have YouTube and Google. So I used to go to the library, read books and try to learn everything. And one day, a friend, she called me when I was in Dubai and she's like, Dina, my husband, he cheated on me. He said, he's not attracted to me anymore. I gained a lot of weight and stuff like that. Her ex-husband. And she's like, I'm so depressed. I don't know what to do. I want to travel, go on a holiday. I need a diet. Can you help me? And I said, well, if you want to go on a holiday, how about you come to Dubai and then I can train you and show you all the ins and outs. She came, she stayed for 3 months, total transformation. Now, I never really thought of myself being a trainer. Not that I have anything against being a trainer, but it's not something that I ever thought of. And I was a little bit against it because my friends were like, you should be a trainer. You love helping people. And I'm like, no. I just love doing it. I don't see it as a career. And then when I saw how it really transformed her life, she just blossomed and became so confident, went back, started her own company and just changed her life. And I was just like, oh my God, the impact that it had on her. I was like, you know what? It's not just about training and eating healthy. Like this can really take people's lives to the next level. And then that's when it hit me. So you love
helping people take them to the next level.
Yeah, that's what hit me. Exactly. I was like, wow, I can see myself doing this. I want to do it. So that's how I got started into it. And then with the pandemic, even before the pandemic, the corona and everything that happened, I was like, a lot of women in Saudi Arabia, they're like, oh, I wish you could come to Saudi Arabia and just do classes for a month and teach us. And people from around the world started messaging me when they see my videos online. And I was like, you know what? I need to start doing things online and help these women to be able to learn how to do all of this at home. And I was showing them how to stuff the water bottles with sand and water and make it heavier.
You have your application, you have everything
I have
online.
my own application. It's actually launching in 2 weeks. I'm using a web host app right now, but now I have my own app. And I literally thought of every feature to make it easy for everyone with everything
Mostly
available.
Women,
It's all women.
It's all women.
Yeah. I try to just really work with women. I don't want to communicate with men and stuff like that, motivate them and things like that. I just feel
That's
like
because you're married?
No. Well, that is one of the reasons. It is one of the reasons, you know what I mean? But mainly because I just don't want to put myself in situations like that. Because then you have guys that just want to sign up just to chat with you and things like that. So it's not just because I'm married. You know what I mean? It
takes your energy too.
It's just that I just don't think it's appropriate.
Or maybe I think because you've been through way, you did something for you. You know how it works for women too.
Yeah, because I love connecting with those women, and there's enough women in this world for me to coach. And there's a lot of men that are available for the men. So I don't feel the need that I need to tap into that market. You know what I mean? And I also, like, every client that I have online, she shares that information and program with her husband, with her brother, with her family. So, they still benefit from it as well.
Wow.
But yeah, on my app, just so you know, there's like all meal recipes and programs for everyone's health background. So I really made it in a way where it's like someone can go there and just everything is there for them.
So what inspires you the most?
What inspires me the most?
The past 17 years.
There's a couple of things that inspire me the most. I love seeing women thrive. And that's why I said, I know one day I'm going to start a company where I'm going to help women monetize their business, take their talents to the next level, to know how to make a career out of it and monetize things either online.
Why do you love to see women thrive?
Because I just feel like there's so many women in this world that just have so much to offer, but they just don't know how to implement the strategy, how to create a plan to be able to make it happen and execute
Why only
it.
women have these difficulties? I think men have more competition.
I think everyone does in general. It's just because I personally work with women, so I'm just saying women, but everyone does. Even I did in the beginning. Maybe that's why. Maybe because in the beginning I didn't know what to do. And I was like, I was a makeup artist, but I just didn't want to be a makeup artist. I used to style women as well and do the full transformation, but I just felt like something was missing. It wasn't the thing that was giving me my full fulfillment. Just because I'm good at it and I love it, I just didn't know how to do it. I'm like, how am I supposed to do it? How do I tackle it?
Nice desire to inspire,
And everything, there's so much I'm learning as well when it comes to marketing, when it comes to strategies, when it comes to organizing.
You can make a club in the Palm Jumeirah Women's Club.
Yes, I was actually planning that, and I was about to get a spot, and then someone took it.
It has 2 nice houses in Palm Jumeirah, and you can
I am building a gym inside the house, right on the beach, so that my online clients could have this private consultation to come, because I do that. I just meet them one time, make sure they're doing everything right. And I meet the women as well. I used to do, I had a women's influential network where I'd get all the women together and make events and stuff like that. So I do want to get back into that.
So when are you the most happy? Dina? When is the most happy Dina?
I'm always happy. You know, not that I'm never sad or stressed,
but being sad
but I'm always
to be
happy
happy
because
later.
I think it comes from prayer. Because
You
I'm
pray.
always praying. Yes, I never stop my prayer. Maybe I slack one prayer here and there because I'm out and about and stuff like that, but I never stop my prayer. And maybe that's why.
You're Muslim and you pray.
Yes, I do pray. And I love it. It's not
pray
because
5
it's like
times
it's
a day.
part of being a Muslim, because obviously there's many things that I'm not doing as a Muslim that the perfect Muslim would do, but prayer.
But there's no such thing as perfect Muslim. It's between you and God.
Of course, exactly. I'm not worried about that. But prayer just always makes you just remind yourself constantly throughout the day to be grateful. So you're just like, even when I'm like, oh, why is this happening right now? Oh, I'm just, and then I pray and I'm like, it's like meditation.
It's
and
meditation.
I'm like,
It is literally
calm
meditation,
down, Dina. Everything is the way it should be, just like how everything happened in the past. And now I'm looking back, I'm happy it happened that way. So just remind yourself that and then be happy again. So
but
then,
still, when is Dina's most happy moments in life?
okay, that would be rescuing animals. That would be helping people feel their best. That would be spending
By the way,
quality
she has like
time.
80 cats, guys. She has
Yes,
80
80
cats.
rescues, quality time with my husband because I love him and he's my best friend. He's my world, and just being with him, that's probably why I'm always happy now. You know, just because he's just we complete each other.
Challenging to have a relationship for 3 years being in Dubai?
Oh, of course, definitely. Oh, yeah. So there's
people they're not in Dubai, they don't know why. Because we always meet people here. And
oh, yeah. Girls, you know why. Let's be honest. You have a lot of women from around the world that come here because you have rich guys, successful.
A lot of material things.
Yes, you know, I mean, that's everywhere in the world. But you do have a lot of it over here because now the attention is on Dubai, UAE.
So how we deal with these challenges?
Oh, we deal with it beautifully because we communicate about everything. I mean, if you trust your partner, then there's no worry there. But it just sometimes just people disrespect and they just cross boundaries. Like
so if you would describe yourself as a wife, what would you describe?
What do you mean, me as a person, as a wife?
Describe yourself like
in the relationship.
Yeah. In 5 words, how could you handle? Like 3 years being married is not
being open to understand your partner. I think is one of the most important things because you could listen. You know, and then most people, they listen to react, to respond, to have a judgment.
To their ego sometimes.
Yeah, because if there's constant judgment, then there's like, how's the person, your partner is going to feel safe and want to feel comfortable to open up with you.
So you understand why he's doing the things. You don't judge him. That's amazing.
Because I'm not perfect. Wow. So I love laying it out. I'm like, listen. I know this triggers me and I still need work on it. I know that I need to work on this, that, and I know where it comes from. And we talk about it. So it's like, whenever I'm in that state, can you kind of just like help me? And then he's the perfect person because when he knows that, he's like, give me a hug. He's right here, you know? And this is not why I'm saying it, you know? And he'll come to be like, my love, come here, give me a hug. I love you. And I'm like, oh, see, thank you. You know what triggered me. So when you lay it all out and you're just vulnerable and
understanding and
and you're like, I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, you know, let's work on ourselves together. And then this is the most important thing because then you feel like you could talk to your partner about anything.
Yeah.
And
that's inspiring.
Yeah, so there's many things I could talk about myself now.
So what motivates you the most? Like
what motivates me?
To risk your cast, to do what you're doing now as a trainer.
I say what motivates me is
be a good wife.
Because I just want to be able to look back at my life when it's my last day or last moment and just be proud of what I did with myself and with my life, with my time, you know? And I think about that, you know? If I want to look back, you know, when I'm 50, 60, 70, 80 or whatever, and I just want to look back what did I do with the life that was given to me? Am I proud of it? Did I make use of my time? You know, did I treat people right? Did I, you know, what I do to make this world a better place better than the way I left it, you know? So this is the way I think. So this is probably where it comes from, you know?
This is amazing.
The motivation.
Where do you think you got this from? From your childhood, from your parents, from?
Yeah, definitely my parents. Definitely. Oh, my parents are incredible. My parents are totally opposite. I'm like, sometimes I look, I'm like, I don't know how it works, but it works. Like my dad is the kind of person growing up, he wouldn't say, you're so beautiful. He'd be like, you're so smart. You're so humble, you know, you're so generous. And he's like, Dina, you always have to keep in mind, it doesn't matter how beautiful a person is outside. It's like when you're humble and generous and caring and smart, this is beautiful. And he always used to tell me that growing up. And because they were always helping helping people. There used to be a line in our house where my dad would just pay for people's bills and bring and make visas for them in Qatar.
Wow.
And they were just so generous. And my mom, she owned a salon. And
Both
she was
are Palestinians?
Yes.
Wow.
And my mom owned a
And they moved
famous
together?
salon. Yeah. And she was doing makeup artists for all the singers, Najwa Karam, all these famous people that I met growing up. And everyone would fly around the world to her salon. So every weekend, she would let a family that couldn't afford a full, you know, wedding makeup and hair. And she would do it all for free and buy them everything. And I was like, growing up, I saw that. And I'm like, this is beautiful. This is what it's about. You know, caring for your family, caring for people, just doing what you can for people. You know what I mean? I just, I love that. And I think that's where it came from. Yeah.
That's amazing. If someone's stuck there in life and like you would give him your strategy of success in few words, what would be your strategy?
I tend to overdo that because I'm like, oh, I got work to do, but you know, this person can really, you know, benefit out of this information. So I tend to do that a lot.
So let's say something like about your strategy of success to someone in life, not only business, like your fast strategy of success.
So you have to try to visualize where you see yourself now in the next couple of months, next year, next couple of years, and long term. So that, of course, no matter what plan you have, it may not go the way you planned it, which is totally fine. But it will help and direct you to show you what doesn't work, what doesn't work, what works. But it's important for us to be able to at least visualize short term and long term. Then we can make a plan accordingly. Because sometimes we just do things randomly and then we're like, oh, why am I not getting there? Because there's no kind of goal to kind of reach to.
So you see a woman, she's struggling in life, living not where she want to be, you know, with someone she doesn't like or, you know, people around her. So what would be the first thing she visualize where she want to be?
Yeah, visualization is very important, but also trying to have more conscious awareness, like acknowledging why is this happening in your life? Where is it coming from? What limiting beliefs and where are these limiting beliefs coming from? Why are you with this person if you don't want to be with this person? Like many people are just living day to day without reflecting enough. And this is what helped me change my life. That's why so many years I spent my time alone on the beach, just cycling for hours. And people would be like, come here, come to this party, come to this club. And I'd rather be alone because I was like, wow, being alone is what changed my life because I could just think and just replay moments and situations and thoughts and understand where is this all coming from first. Then when we can acknowledge that is when we can actually work on ourselves. Because having a plan doesn't mean that you'll be able to execute it. That's why many people have a plan, but they don't work towards that plan. Many people know what to do, but don't do it because something else is blocking them. So it doesn't have to.
Everything moves from within.
So strategy doesn't mean that that's what's lacking sometimes. Sometimes it's just this not emotional awareness and what's blocking you really. You know what I mean? So I think this is very important.
So like being with yourself, trying to
being with yourself, and sometimes not having a plan.
Yeah.
Sometimes just getting started. Sometimes when you overthink things and it might give you this fear and you're like, oh my God, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I need to learn this more. I need to study that more. I need to experience this more. And that can stop you. So you'll never be perfect. If I look back at my first videos, I'm like, oh my God, how much I've changed and grown.
Me too.
The only reason, but the only reason why I grew is because I started and I practiced. When I started my podcast, people were like, wow, you're amazing. I'm like, trust me. Do you know how many times I filmed myself and it took me time to just even feel comfortable in front of the camera? And I never wanted to hear my voice. I'd be like, oh my God, my voice. Like, I hate it.
It's a nice voice.
So just do it. Just do it and learn. Because when you do is when you learn. It's when you don't do is when you don't learn. And then you can't move forward.
So if some woman, you know, she's struggling now in life and she want to be having good life, you know, living in a good place with a good man, you know, having good career. So you start from within.
Work on yourself first and you will attract that energy. You know, you don't have to be in the best part of your career or life to attract the best partner. You have to be in the best state inside, peaceful within yourself, working on yourself, and you will attract the right person where you both will bounce off of each other and grow together. You know what I mean?
It's always work. You know, there's nowhere where you reach there and you stop. You're always working on yourself. You're always working on your relationship. You're always working on your work.
Exactly. And sometimes
you cannot settle down and in the beach. Like I live in the beach, khalas, I'll be on the beach. No, you have to work hard. You know, like for me, I wake at 5 a.m. I swim in the sea. Like I live on the beach, but I have to swim in the morning.
You got to do the work.
You know?
got to do the
People
work.
doesn't understand this. Sometimes they see you on the beach. They think that you are resting on a beach all your life and they start judging you.
That's part of your work. It's recharging. But, you know, a lot of women can also get caught up because they want a better life for themselves. So they get, you know, the independent ones just overly work. And they're like, I know I'm not going to get into a relationship unless I'm here or there, which I do understand. But when you have the right partner.
Relationship, but they give the work priority.
Yeah.
I have a lot of these friends.
Me, I don't.
And they're always burned out. Like when you meet them, they're always nervous.
My family will always be my number one priority, but I won't let myself go and lose myself because it's also very healthy for us as everyone, a man and a woman, to have our own life and our own career and things that feed us and make us feel fulfilled because we'll be a better partner and a better parent as well. But my family
when you
will
work
always
on yourself, you're becoming better.
Yes.
Person,
like me and my partner, we always make time for each other and we always prioritize and we do everything together. So it's never like, I'm too busy for you. I'll never be that partner because that's not more important to me. My dad always told me, he's like, once you realize that family is everything, and when you find the person that you love and you make them always your priority, because there will always be work, you will always be busy. But once you learn that, then you mastered life, because this is what life is at the end of the day. And I would never want you to learn that at such a late age. And, you know, that really, you know, connected with me.
Yeah, I've seen she has a lot of cats, like really at home, a lot of cats. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I didn't see you have kids.
I know. Listen, we are trying.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not blessed yet. God didn't, you know.
So you want?
Yes, of course. Most definitely.
Do you think if you got kids, it will not distract you from enjoying your time with your partner, your husband?
There'll never be a distraction.
Yeah.
Probably because I don't have children. That's why I'm saying that. Yeah, it will require a lot of my attention. But I think like this would even give me more meaning in life to do what I'm doing and just to be proud of what I'm doing, to show my child, you know, what I'm doing and how to do it and everything. It'll inspire me even more.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd love it. And I'd make that time. I even said if I ever get pregnant, I'll just do a program while I'm pregnant for pregnant women. Wow. And then if I have a child, how to be able to work out.
Because I know a lot of couple, they've been married for 3 years, 4 years. Once they got a child, they couldn't continue because, you know, she got super busy with a baby. There's no attention to the husband.
Just like we study many things in school or whatever that we want to master, we have to master managing our time. Just like everything else, like the wheel of life. You score every part of your life and you see where the score is from 1 to 10. Maybe your fitness is at 10, but your financials are at 4, or your family's at 3, and so your career is at 7. So you have to score it and you have to see, you know what? I'm doing really great in these areas, and these areas I'm scoring really low. So now I need to sit down and make a plan. Because, you know, we make a plan when we want to start a business, right? But when do we actually sit down and make a plan for our life, our family time, managing everything else that's very important?
Time for husband, time for kids.
Everything. It needs to make a plan.
I love the mindset. If you choose one word, what would it be? Like your favorite word? I always ask
love.
Love.
When you do everything with love, it tends to just
I love this.
Resolve better. It tends to just, I don't know, manifest and attract better things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love.
You're an Aftershower podcast. A lot of people, they always want to ask me a lot of questions in my DMs and TikTok and everything. I give chance here 5 questions you can ask me.
Okay.
For my guests.
All right.
I can skip 2 questions of them.
You can skip 2 questions.
If they're very high, So and I'm fasting, you know, like the hardest thing of having a podcast in Ramadan, guys, while fasting, I'm not seeing this as a mic. I see this as, you know, lasagna or, you know, I see pasta, I see pizza, you know.
Sounds good.
So it's very challenging to have podcasts in Ramadan while fasting because I think about food more than about anything else. I always love to be in the moment, but it's hard to keep myself in the moment. But I work hard in my mind also to switch it off and about food. But still, I can tease this as a very nice sandwich, you know.
Bless you.
So what would be your first question?
My first question would be, so he actually put me on the spot. I had no idea this is what you do. My first question would be, what finally got you to actually start your podcast? Like, what was there like a point in your life where you're like, today's going to be the day?
Yeah, it was because I got almost 1 billion views on my social medias videos, but all the videos was more fun, more, about talking to people. It's more charismatic videos, but people know nothing about me. And I had every day 100 and 1,000 of messages, people asking me questions, about the mindset, about me, about energy, about, how.
Okay, so then what made you start your first video then? Because I honestly, we just met now. So it's like I didn't have time.
Yesterday,
so I don't have no time to, exactly. So I didn't have time to check out your videos much, which I will right after this one.
Yeah, what made me start my videos, I love people, I have to connect with people, it's...
so that's what inspired you to say that?
Yeah, it's because I was in corporate life, I was in Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I was like... working hard from...
Was it easy for you to transition?
No, it took me 7 years.
Wow. So this is my point. What was there like an aha moment that said, you know what, now I'm just going to do it?
Well, my parents was always working for the government too and big positions. And I understood that I don't want to be the same way. I understood that I have to have my own life, to control my own life. So, and there's inner sound also telling me you have to be something else. Like, I'm
like
more,
it's in you.
Like an artist, like I cannot be
creator.
Yes, I'm a creator. So this sound is pushing me so hard. I think by age, it become louder. And you have to listen to it.
Time is ticking.
You have to move. You have to move. Because when you're young, you may not listen to yourself. Yeah. Because people around you, especially if you have...
especially when you're getting too much feedback.
Yeah.
That's why sitting alone, your voice comes out more.
Yes. So I've been alone for the past 8 or 9 years. I'm studying alone in the north, master's, PhD in United Nations University, and I was alone a lot of times. So I figured out I want to do what I want to do.
So you get it totally.
Yeah, but it was hard. Yeah.
And you're living here in Dubai alone?
2 years in Dubai. Yeah.
Okay. Are you in a relationship?
I don't speak about my... I skipped this one.
I see. I knew it.
I skipped this one because they want to know about it.
So I didn't want to know.
For later.
No, I didn't want to ask about your personal life. I just wanted to, as a person and where you're at in your life.
No, I usually work on myself because I understand everything I'm responsible of. Even if like there's some person with me or without, I have to be responsible for my own happiness, my own career. It's amazing to have. I'm blessed with amazing people around me, and that's amazing. Yeah, I just had my mom for a week.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask about your family.
I just traveled yesterday. Actually,
she's so proud of you now. Yeah. Because you're doing what you love.
In the beginning, she was against.
Of course. Yeah. Because it's hard for them to understand. My parents didn't even know about fitness online. My dad was like, "You need to do a CD." Yeah. And I'm like, "Dad, I'm building an app right now." He's like, "But if you have a CD."
But how about his business?
Oh, bless him. He's aging now, huh? Wow. CD, huh?
How old he is?
He's now maybe 70 something. Level 75, level maybe 74. Yeah.
Wow, God bless him.
I know.
So he's still in the business?
He doesn't stop working. Oh, my dad. No. And he actually works with my husband because he's in sustainability and solar panels and everything. Wow. So they're actually working together. They're like best friends. He talks to my dad more than I do. Wow. I swear they love each other. It's so sweet. But I think it's so important to not stop and retire.
Is from which country?
He's from the UK.
UK. And your father is from Palestine.
Yeah, Palestine. I know. Wow. I was like, oh God, here we go. How are we going to get through this one? But my parents love him. They love him. Of course, as a Palestinian, they're Arabs. You know what I mean? So they're not racist or anything. But they're like, لازم يكون مسلم ويصلي ويصوم. You know what I mean? So, and then when they met him, they're like, والله هذا أحسن من أي واحد. Hey, Muslim شفنا. So.
He speaks Arabic, by the way.
A little couple words he throws in there. He knows a little bit about a lot of languages, actually.
Yeah. Let's go to the next question.
Okay, so next question is, what would you advise people on someone who is in the corporate world and actually would love to be a creator on social media, but they're not the kind of person that has the personality like you that is very outgoing and an extrovert. They're more introvert, but they can be an extrovert, in situations like this because they enjoy it. Is there any advice that you would give for someone to get started?
Yeah, if you are in corporate life and you want to change your career to another career, which is harder, which is a lot of responsibility, a lot of pain, you want to be in social media, but you don't have this courage to be on camera. You can do your voice. You can do just collect from other pages. You can create a page about music.
And
you can
start
post
with that.
Music. Yeah,
That's
I have
so
my
true.
friend. He owns a page of music, and he make a lot of money per month. He make a lot of money, like
That's
$100 to
great.
$100,000.
Yeah.
And he just has a page posting about music, you know, about funny videos about music, a lot of, you know, this events.
Yeah.
And he got now very in good place, and he never appeared in camera.
Wow.
His voice never appeared in camera. So
Wow,
it's
that's
actually not about you.
That's so important, especially here.
Yeah, it's not about you have to stay on camera. This is you have to love it, because it's hard. You're gonna be like
you
waking
have
up
to
early.
love it.
Yeah, you have to love it,
because there's gonna be times where you're just
if you like to check other videos and put the video somehow, edit and post, you
Yeah.
can create everything. You can create your sound. You can create what you're writing. You can,
and now with AI, there's so many things that you
everything.
can integrate.
You don't need to use yourself. Like, it depends what you love. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do
to
what you
make
love.
do what you love. Yeah,
Yeah.
to make money out of social media
Do
is
what you
easy.
love. And you'll be successful that way. It'll keep
Yeah,
you
it's
going
very
when those
easy.
times are tough.
Yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
you know what? You're like, but I love this.
I know this
I'd
guy.
rather
He
do
really
this
had,
than anything
this
else.
page. He was working as a lawyer. He had the page, and he's now making, I think, 100 times more money than being a lawyer, because he just posting about music.
Yeah. Wow.
People
It's
love
because
to hear.
he's doing what he loves, so he's doing
Yeah.
good at it.
And he
And-
started to be invited to all music concerts, you know,
Wow.
backstage. Yeah,
That's
because
amazing.
he has his page.
I love these successful stories like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
just
great.
have to be ready to go through the pain and hard work,
Yes.
because it will be hard.
Yes.
You know, opening
Yeah.
this, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Having corporate life is easier.
Yeah.
You always have everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what, I have one more question?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you, just quickly, you moved here on your own?
Yes.
Okay. So
I
what
moved
would
my
you,
own 2 years ago.
how old are you?
32.
32. So what would you advise someone coming, they've never been to Dubai before, they want to start a new life, probably around your age, maybe probably do also what you're doing, you
Yeah.
know, but they don't really have that much money to work with, and they heard that Dubai is super expensive. What would you advise them on just how to move out here?
Well, just move, just start work. I moved here with $50 after I lost all my money in crypto. So I was like, I had my PhD, I finished my passport in Russia. I came here just $50.
You
and
came
I,
with $50.
I made it. I
Wow.
sold real estate. I sold 100 millions.
Wow.
in
Yeah, real estate
and
is a good
then-
thing to get into if you have that personality where,
Yeah, I mean, check where you are good at. Everything is
check
good
where you're
here.
good
Every
at.
service here is,
Yeah.
is important.
because you
know?
could start with something that you're good
Yeah.
at to make money, just to keep you afloat.
Yeah.
And it's
then
not that
follow your passion.
expensive.
Yeah.
You can find places here that are very affordable.
Not expensive. Just you need to do, you know, you need
Just
to,
depends where
you
you
need
live.
to use what you have where you are, do what you can.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
And
but it's not
then-
like America. You can have a backpack and just lay out somewhere.
No, you can, but you always
just can't let people know.
if you're a talented person, if you work in yourself, if you have a background, you'll always find friends. You'll always
Yeah,
find
you'll connect
people.
with people and
You
they'll
connect
help
with
you.
People. Yeah, you'll find your way. You know.
You'll find your way.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
want to film a video. I needed a white car. I just went by accident. I met my friend. He just got a white car, and we filmed the video. You know, I just
Yeah.
because I went outside the house.
Yeah,
You don't stay in the house and say I want to change. Like you need to go out. You need to move. That's it. Right?
that's true. And just do
So
it.
if you're doing your best every day, and then you move to Dubai and you start doing your best every day, you will do great. Dubai
Yeah.
is the city of opportunities.
It
yeah.
is. It is, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Was that 5?
Last question.
Last question. All right,
Yeah.
here we go. What do you love the most when you interview people on your podcast?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah, I got a lot of knowledge from you now. Like a lot of this Aftershower podcast that we're chilled, you know, we're speaking from your heart. You start speaking from your heart about your career, your father, your things, you know,
Yeah.
how you handling your husband, your family, your house, your health, how you could be alone in the beach. These things are very inspiring to me.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. That's why
same with
I
me.
decided to make it one-on-one, not
Yeah.
only me speaking, because
Yeah.
like this, we talk two big minds talking, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is the idea of Aftershower podcast, you know, just talking, conversation. And then I really got a lot of knowledge from you.
Yeah, and that's great. And then you're
Yeah.
sharing that with everyone else.
Yes,
and that's
everyone
very important.
getting from you, you get something from me, you know. It's
Yeah, I love
because,
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's so
knowledge, I
nice.
love to learn.
Yeah, me too. I swear, I
Learning
never
is-
loved to learn when I was in school.
Yeah, me
But now
too.
all of a sudden, all I do is read books.
Yeah, me too. I love
the
to
books I
learn.
like.
And yeah. Learning is amazing because the more you learn, the more you understand, you know, nothing.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then every
it's-
time I learn, I'm like, I have to share this with everyone.
Yes,
Wow.
Yes. Thanks, Dina. And
Thank
guys,
you
remember.
guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you want me to ask her another question, if you want her to ask me another question, she will come for an episode 2, episode 3. So I'm always happy to see you here. Maybe after Ramadan, I will not think about food. Thanks for being part of the Aftershower podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
It was lovely having you here.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
It was very nice, very inspiring. And thanks,
you so
Dina,
much.
and happy Ramadan.
Thank you, Ramadan. Thank you.
Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Kareem. Thank you.